Ready. Play.
Come off mute. That's what I need to do. Come off mute. We are here. We are live. Djokovic is serving. I hope you can hear me. There we go. Once again, I'm on mute. Anyway, listen, Djokovic is serving. We are here in Dubai live for the semi-finals. Djokovic goes for the drop shot, executes it perfectly. 15 love to the world number one against his good buddy, Daniil Medvedev. Let me know your predictions. I'm just having a quick look now in the live chat at your predictions. I can see we've got Djokovic on 80%. That seems about right. 80% prediction for the Serb to emerge the victor today. Also, let me know your thoughts in the live chat. And don't forget to like the video, click on the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you are new so you can keep up to date with all things tennis. Keeping up to date is what I'm going to do right now and tell you that it is 30 love to Novak Djokovic in this opening game. I've also got the head-to-head there on the screen, by the way. Notice how it's 9 victories to 4, but the last 4 in a row have all gone the way of the world number one. Wins in Paris, Bercy, ATP Tour finals, Astana and Adelaide are those 4. Of course, in Astana, Medvedev pulled out through injury. So that was the case there, but the other 3 were all very much Novak wins, some more comfortable than others. The one at the ATP Tour finals was anything but comfortable, but was certainly very interesting. Also, the sets, though, pretty close. 22-15, of course, Medvedev's landmark win against Novak came at the US Open. And Novak, by the way, has held serve in the opening game and leads 1 game to love. Of course, the winner of this match will play Andrei Rublev after the Russian beat Sasha Zverev in straight sets earlier today. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on this match anyway, and any other thoughts regarding this tournament at all, to be honest with you. I guess most people, I can see about 80% of people going for Novak in the predictions. That kind of makes sense. So, yeah. Make sure you give us a like on this video, and also don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Talking Tennis TV. TT? At Talking Tennis TT. Talking Tennis TT. You got it. You'll find us on Twitter. Listen, it's 15 love to Medvedev on his serve. Good defense there from Novak, though, and forcing the error from Daniil Medvedev, who nets. So it is 15 all. I'll tweet this image out to the masses. What do you think about the match earlier, by the way, between Rublev and Zverev? Did it go the way you expected? Rublev, of course, hadn't won a set until today, and now he's won 2 because he won that match. 30-15 to Medvedev here. Oh, good little... No, the lob is long, so it's 40-15 as Medvedev tries to hold serve. 40-15, Daniil Medvedev. And Medvedev holds, so it's 1 game all. 1 game all. Djokovic now to serve before they have a change of ends. Djokovic serving, 1 game all. The last time these two met was in Adelaide about 6 weeks ago. It's when we sort of first noticed the injury that Djokovic had during that tournament, but also in the final. Djokovic at the net, nice little volley there, 15 love. Just having a quick look at the poll, I can see we've got 19 votes. Djokovic on 74%, Medvedev on 26%. So get voting there. And how many likes have we got? We've got 5 likes for the video, but we've got 20 people watching. So make sure you click that like button. And it's a Djokovic ace. I'm sure his fans liked that. 30 love. What are we thinking? I mean, most people, I guess, would go for Novak here. He's the overwhelming favorite. He's not lost since November. And even that was a tight one against Holger Rune. Look how far back Daniil Medvedev is to return. Anyway, 40 love to Djokovic. As we look at Goran Ivanisevic, of course, Wimbledon winner himself in the crowd. He, of course, is Novak's coach. 6 minutes on the clock. And it's an ace for Novak Djokovic. He wins 2 games to 1. Little time for a promotional video, and we'll be back with you in 60 seconds. And we are back with Novak Djokovic leading 2 games to 1. Also, I saw an interesting stat showing his best starts to a season. I will get that for you up on the screen too, just a second. We all know that he's unbeaten. As I said to you, he hasn't lost in about 20 odd matches. I think it's more than 20 actually. Maybe 20. I think it's his 21st match today. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat as to whether you see Novak emerging the victor. Yeah, so actually, let's get this up on the screen for you. What have we got here? Yeah, so it is his best starts to a season. His best start was 41-0 in 2011. We all remember that particular season. Let's just get that up for you there. If we can see there, Novak's very impressive. He's currently on a 15-0, but it's not including the 5 games that he won in Turin. Nice of you to show some support there for Djokovic. Make sure you show some support for this channel by giving a like on this video. And Medvedev goes long, so it's 30-15. 10 minutes on the clock, 30-15. Medvedev here seeking to level this game or this set up. Tries to go down the tee on that one, but it's going to be a first serve because it clipped the net. Swing volley there for Medvedev, 40-15. Goes down the tee. Backhand return from Novak. Backhand winner from Novak Djokovic, meaning 40-30. 40-30 for Daniil Medvedev, so he still has a game point at least. Goes down the tee there, Medvedev, and it's an ace. So it's 2 games all. Novak not looking too pleased with that decision, but nevertheless, 2 games all on serve. Gave a hard look, must have just clipped the line. Indeed, it did. Indeed, it did, ladies and gentlemen. Two games all. Djokovic to serve. He did challenge that, by the way, that previous serve. But, yeah, clipped the line. Before we go for a break. Forehand return goes wide. $15 to Novak Djokovic. Goes down the tee. It's an ace. $30 Novak Djokovic. Goes down the tee again. And it goes long, so it's going to be a second serve. Djokovic to serve. It's a nice, comfortable return for Daniil. Good forehand from Novak. Backhand Novak goes long, 30-15. 30-15. $15 minutes gone from this match. Serve clock ticking down. Djokovic puts his first serve into the net. Second serve, Novak. He's been pretty aggressive on his second serve this week. That one wasn't too aggressive, though. Forehand, Medvedev. Forehand, Novak. Goes wide and long. So it is 30 all. For those of you just joining us, make sure you hit the like button, please, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. So that way you don't miss out on further commentaries, on all sorts of goodies that we have for you. Including interviews and analysis. You can catch up with all things tennis by hitting that subscribe button. Backhand return is a good backhand return from Medvedev, forcing the error, meaning we have our first break point of the match. And it's on the Djokovic serve. Medvedev. Okay, second serve here for Djokovic. Break point, facing a break point. Is he going to go aggressive? Throws the ball up and waits. Waits. Where are you going with this one, Novak? You're getting it in, pretty tame. Forehand Novak, forehand Daniil, forehand Novak. Pretty flat forehand there from Novak. Drop shot from Novak. Is it good enough? Ooh, it went wide from Medvedev. He chased it down. But it wasn't good enough in the end. Deuce. 16 minutes now on the clock. This is turning into a pretty important game. Good drop shot there from Djokovic. In the end, it just forced the error from Medvedev on the run. Okay, Djokovic, where are you going with this serve? You are going down the tee, and it's an ace, to the delight of Novak, shaking his racket there. Advantage Djokovic. That was almost perfect, that serve. Almost perfect, right on the cross of the tee. Novak serving, going out wide, but it's clipped the net, so it's going to be a second. It's going to be a first serve, second effort, let's say that, at the first serve. Advantage Novak Djokovic for a game point for a 3-2 lead. Forehand return, forehand to forehand right now. Forehand Novak. Backhand Daniil Medvedev, backhand Novak, forehand Medvedev. It's turning into a pretty important rally now. We must be probably around 15 shots, I'd have thought. Backhand Novak. They're exchanging backhands now. Medvedev changes it up, but goes a bit short with his forehand. Now Medvedev Djokovic came into towards the net, had a fairly good chance to put that ball away, didn't take it, and we're back to deuce. I'm going to guess 23 shots for that last rally, but it is a guess. Deuce. Djokovic to serve. Forehand return from Medi. Backhand from Djokovic. Goes for the drop shot, Djokovic. Don't think this is going to be good enough, though. Ooh, and Medvedev wins it in the end. It wasn't quite good enough, that drop shot. It's clearly a tactic that Djokovic is going to be employing today. That drop shot was maybe the right idea, but just not quite perfectly executed. As a result, Medvedev managed to chase it down. Good backhand, forcing Djokovic on the defensive before he put away the smash at the net. So it is advantage Daniil Medvedev. Djokovic, break point number 2 for this game. Goes down the tee, but goes wide. Second serve, break point. Ooh, that must have been close, but it's in. So it's advantage still, though, to the Russian, of course, but it's now in the midst of a rally. Backhand slice there from Novak. We saw in the previous round Medvedev's opponent loving the slice against Coric. Backhand slice there from Djokovic. Ooh, that must have been close as well, landing on the line, I suspect. He's loving the slice. It's clearly a tactic that people love to employ against Medvedev. Backhand slice again from Djokovic, this time, though, into the net. And it's a break of serve for Daniil Medvedev. Daniil Medvedev breaks serve after a slice from Djokovic. There were plenty of slices in that rally there, and the final one landed in the net. There was one, for example, that landed just on the line. Several in a row there. I mean, it was about 5 or 6 slices in a row there from Novak before a forehand, followed by another slice that ended up hitting the net. So, Daniil Medvedev with a break of serve leads 3-2. Is Daniil Medvedev back? Maybe that could be a poll, by the way, that I could put out there to the masses. I've already got one regarding this particular match. Make sure you get voting, by the way. Vote, vote, vote. Let's have a quick look to see where that vote is at right now. What are we doing with the votes? 3-2, by the way. 20% going for Medvedev. Of course, that may well creep up now. Now we see that Medvedev is broken, although actually I can see 81% right now after 36 votes. So vote, vote, vote. And also, we have 9 likes. Can we get to 10? I would certainly hope so, with just 9 at the moment. And don't forget to subscribe. And by the way, there is a button just down here where it says join. You can join the Talking Tennis community and help support the channel and get some exclusive perks such as early footage, etc., etc., etc. Anyway, let's get up a nice little image of Medibear comfortably sat down. He's sitting down right now on a 3-2 lead, by the way. 3-2 lead. He'll be very happy with that one. So yeah, get voting in all of these polls, etc., etc., etc. And also make sure you check out our website, talking-tennis.com. Okay, 15-love, Daniil Medvedev on his serve. Where are you going with this one, Danny boy? Backhand return from Novak into the net. 30-love, Daniil Medvedev trying to consolidate that break. There you go. You don't want to be seeing me. I'm off camera now. It's a good drop shot there from Medvedev. (40-15) on the Medvedev serve, trying to consolidate. Goes down the tee, and it is a consolidation. So Daniil Medvedev leads 4-2. What do we think about that, ladies and gentlemen? 4-2, Daniil Medvedev. So it's a consolidation. I'm surprised the poll, by the way, hasn't changed. Still at 81% thinking Djokovic. But bearing in mind, Medvedev is edging towards this, winning this first set. Anyway, Djokovic serving. Oh, he's put a smash into the net. Djokovic puts a smash into the net, and it is love 15. Boy, oh boy. And it wasn't even close, by the way. I mean, he basically just dumped it into the base of the net. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm going to get you a screenshot. It's love 30 now, by the way. It's love 30. Deary me, Novak. Novak, Novak, Novak. Is this going to be? Oh, maybe I'm getting a bit carried away. I was about to say, is this going to be the first loss of the year for Novak? But I think we're a little bit early on for that one. Medvedev goes long on the return, so it is 15-30. 15-30 now. I'm just going to show you this smash that Senor Djokovic put into the base of the net. Oh, that's a good shot there from Novak. 30 all. So 30 all. Novak, love 30, was really staring, well, not staring down the barrel, but was in a spot of bother, let's say, at love 30, but now it's 30 all. Where are you going with this serve, Novak? You're going down the tee, backhand return from Medvedev, backhand now Medvedev, forehand Novak, forehand Medvedev. Oh, Novak's gone wide with that forehand. So it's a break point for Daniil Medvedev for a double break advantage. You would imagine that 5-2 would be decisive in terms of this first set. Okay, backhand return there from Medvedev. Oh, my goodness me. It's a serve and volley effort there from Novak, and he puts the volley into the net. It's 5-2, Daniil Medvedev. I repeat, 5-2 with a double break after a volley from Novak. So many errors in this particular game from Novak. The smash that really should have been putting away, and then finally that serve volley. I mean, really, 9 times out of 10, Novak puts this volley away. But he doesn't. And Daniil Medvedev has broken for a 5-2 lead, ladies and gentlemen. Also, just have a quick look at that smash there that I've got up on the screen for you earlier on in this game. I'm also going to show you this volley as well that he put into the net to, I'm sure, his disappointment and his fans. Let me know what you think of this in the live chat. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new and hit that like button as well. Daniil Medvedev, I repeat, is leading 5-2 with a double break advantage in this first set. Long, long way to go. Long, long way to go. But here's that volley I told you about that he's just put into the net there. Look, I mean, you'd expect Novak to put that away 9 times out of 10, but he didn't. And Medvedev has the double break advantage, and he will be serving for the first set. Don't forget, the last 4 times these two players have met, Novak emerged the victor. And now, Daniil Medvedev is about to return to the court to serve for the first set. Get voting as well, and let's know your thoughts. Medvedev goes down the tee, but goes long, so it's going to be a second serve. Backhand return from Novak. Forehand Novak wins the point. Love 15. Is this the beginning of the comeback? Quite possibly. We'll soon see. Forehand return there from Novak. Backhand from Novak. Oh, backhand from Medvedev into the net. So it's love 30, ladies and gentlemen. Love 30. Goes down the tee, and it's an ace. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's 15-30 now. 15-30 after that ace from Medvedev. Hi, Matthew. How's it going? Nole is right not to rally with Medvedev, as I could be here all day. Has to take risks to end the point early. Not getting it right on serve. Volleying is awful indeed. I mean, there was the smash, but there was also the volley, and he's gone wide with that forehand, so it's 30 all. Listen, it is a tactic that pretty much everyone on the planet knows about. which is that against Medvedev, people like to hurry him, people like to flummox him, people like to confuse him, try and bring him into the net, but also people like to serve and volley against him. I mean, Novak was arguably the first person to deploy that in Paris-Bercy last year. But also the slice. We saw Rafa use that to great effect, probably more so in 2019 than he did in 2022 in their two Grand Slam finals. Medvedev goes wide on the first serve, so it's going to be a second serve here at 30 all. Backhand return from Novak, backhand from Medvedev, backhand Djokovic. Oh, Medvedev puts his backhand into the net, and I think this is the first break point of the match. I could be wrong. But anyway, it's a break point for Novak Djokovic to try and get one of those breaks back as we hit the half an hour mark. 30-40. First serve is into the net. Is this the beginning of the comeback? Backhand return from Novak. Oh, and the backhand from Medvedev goes into the net. So one of the breaks has back. We are now at 5-3. That was a pretty quick game. But yeah, I completely understand what you mean, Matthew. Completely understand. By the way, those of you just tuning in, make sure you hit that like button. Earlier on today, Andrei Rublev emerged the winner in straight sets over Zverev. That's the first time that he has looked like my sound was off for a second there. Hopefully it didn't disrupt us too much. I'm back anyway now, I hope. And Djokovic holds. So 5-4. Medvedev's going to have a second chance to see this one out. I'm going to end the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have 78% of the votes for Novak Djokovic and 22% for Daniil Medvedev. So, yeah. What do we think about this? Is he going to serve it out? Second time of asking. So, Medvedev, 5-4, second time of asking, is he going to be able to serve this out? Daniil Medvedev, 5-4 he leads. Don't forget he's had a chance to serve this out before and didn't take it. $15 Daniil Medvedev. So now he's 3 points away. He was just 2 points away in the last service game that he had. Down the tee, forehand return, forehand, 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 backhand, backhand, forehand from Medvedev, backhand from Novak. Okay, Medvedev on the forehand, slice there from Novak. Still loving the slice. Ooh, setting up a backhand there, but clipped the net. Forehand from Medvedev. So there's been a net caught in this particular rally. Does Medvedev go long on that one? No, he doesn't, but he does go into the net, and it is 15 all. Does Novak Djokovic sense blood, perhaps? Medvedev down the tee. But clip the net, 15 all still. Medvedev this time gets the serve in. It's on the backhand of Medvedev. Backhand slice there from Novak. Forehand from Medvedev. He must hate these slices. Novak now finding his groove. Finding his groove. And it's certainly the slices that seem to be bothering Medvedev most. Oh, Daniil. Going to have to get some of these first serves in. That's what he needs most right now. It's 15-30. Medvedev had a double break advantage in this set. You would have thought that Medvedev would have been able to deal with that lob a bit better. It wasn't the best lob in the world. But ultimately, doesn't matter in terms of Novak's point. He won the point. Medvedev doesn't get his first serve in. Seems to be crucial at the moment. It just can't seem to get his first serve in. I think he's a bit unnerved. Djokovic went big on the return, dumped it into the net. 30 all. 30 all, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little after 8:15 in the evening in Dubai. Medvedev serving. Forehand return from Djokovic goes long. That's 2 big returns that Novak went for. Sensing blood, but he 2 unforced errors from arguably the best returner the game has ever seen. Anyway, 40-30. Set point. First one that Medvedev has had. Needs his first serve. Does get it. Comes into the net now with a fairly easy forehand. Puts it away. Holds serve. Wins the first set. Vital that he won that first set. And he did. 6-4 he leads. Here's a little bit of promotional stuff for you. And I'll be back with you in around about 60 seconds. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Back. Just having a quick look at some of the stats there from that first set. Of course, the most important stat of all is that Daniil Medvedev won it by 6 games to 4. But as you can see, perhaps from this screen, let me just show this with you. So yeah, 6 games to 4. Novak winning the winners count, but unfortunately from his point of view, too many unforced errors. We remember the smash into the net, unbelievably, during one of his service games, the end up getting broken on. Same game, by the way, another terrible unforced error where he comes into the net for a serve and volley, also putting that volley, fairly comfortable one, which I suggested he'd put away 9 times out of 10. He didn't do so. And as a result, that was basically the main thing. Too many unforced errors. But from Novak's point of view, I do see a slight momentum change in those last couple of games, in that Novak did get one of the breaks back. The slice clearly is a tactic. It's clearly something that he's going to be deploying. And if he continues to deploy it as successfully as he did in the last couple of games, I do see a comeback from Novak. But let's see. Matthew here saying you can argue that Novak should be kicking himself for those 2 forehand errors at 15-30. The forehand as well. He also had some returns of serve that when he went big on, when Medvedev was trying to serve it out for the second time of asking. Yeah, I know what you mean. Bold or slice. Bold or slice. That's it. But anyway, most importantly, Medvedev has won that first set. It's not the first time that Djokovic has dropped a set in this championship. Don't forget he dropped one in the first round when he got forced to a deciding set tiebreak. Anyway, we're about to start. Medvedev had a brief moment out there going off the court, but now he's back on court. Novak Djokovic to serve. Down a set. Comes into the net. This time his volley is more successful. And as a result, it is 15-love to Novak Djokovic. What do we make of the Zverev-Rublev match earlier? Rublev winning the first time against Sasha. The turn there for Medvedev is enough to force an error. I don't think it even was forcing an error. Novak would be disappointed with his forehand there going into the tram line. Backhand return from Medvedev. Serve and volley from Djokovic. Such an easy volley for him. Putting it away. 30-15. Novak. Oh, good serve. 40-15. Medvedev has got to get his first serves in. That's huge for Medvedev. Huge. Problem is, if he's not getting his first serve in, it gives Novak about 2 or 3 different ways of winning the point from the liftoff. The first serve doesn't go in. He's obviously going to fancy himself on the return. And even if he doesn't there, if he does it good enough to return, he's going to put himself in charge of the point, which will then just give him a chance of slicing his way to victory. Slice and set up. It's not a case of slice just for the sake of it. It's kind of a slice scenario to put himself in a position where he can then let go on the forehand, on the backhand, as soon as he sees fit. Anyway, he's just let go on the forehand there, but he let go in an incorrect manner for him from his point of view. He put it into the net, so it is 40-30. Just over 45 minutes on the clock. It's been an entertaining match so far, but fairly swift, let's say. Daniil Medvedev doesn't hang around between the points, to be fair. Djokovic goes long on the first serve. He's not going to go in for the serving volley on the second serve, though. Backhand Medvedev. Drop shot from Djokovic. Is it good enough? No, not yet. But is it good enough to set up the point? It's out. So it is deuce. Did the drop shot, was pretty good, but didn't execute the lob. The thing is, with Medvedev over the last 12 months, I think there is a confidence issue to some extent with him, particularly when it comes to the serve. But the other thing is, there is a route, there is a path to victory against him, and it's a well-known path. And Djokovic is trying to execute that plan as we speak. Okay, first serve in from Novak. The return from Medvedev is deep, so it gets him back into the rally here. Slice from Novak, backhand from Medvedev. It's his unorthodox style, which can be his, to his benefit in some ways. He's just hit a forehand winner, by the way, and it's a break point for the Russian. But it's his unorthodox style which makes it that he finds it quite difficult, therefore, to sort of get that backhand. So it's the backhand, it's the slice from the opponent towards the backhand in particular, because he does find it quite difficult to get down to. Anyway, I shouldn't be negative. I mean, he's up a set and he's got a break point. Novak Djokovic goes down the tee, but he's gone long. Second serve. Second serve. Djokovic down the tee. Forehand return from Medvedev is decent. Backhand from Medvedev. Backhand Novak. Backhand Medvedev. Just exchanging backhands right now. We don't see Medi slice that often. Maybe it's something that he could introduce and maybe improve, and that might help him. Anyway, now Novak switches it up. Forehand Medvedev. This is turning into a pretty significant rally because we are at break point. Don't forget. Novak goes big on the. Oh, it's gone long. It's gone long, so it's a break of serve. Djokovic is going to appeal, but we know how these challenges go. Medvedev leans against the post. Yep, and it's long. So, break of serve for Daniil Medvedev. He's up 6-4 and a break. Well. Novak not particularly happy there. He's appealing, but to no avail. Make sure you hit that like button, by the way, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 1,500 subscribers as soon as possible. So, Medvedev leads 2-1. No, 1 set to love and and 1 game to love with a break. Yeah. Did I close the poll? I think I did. Did I close it? I need to if I didn't. Let's see if I close that poll. Yeah, I did. Good. 15 love Daniil Medvedev. Medvedev serving here at 15 love. $30 love now to Daniil Medvedev. Medvedev there goes down the tee. Backhand there for Medvedev. Forehand is going to be for Novak. Yes, it is. But has he gone long with that one? I think he has. 40 love. Djokovic cutting a fairly frustrated figure right now. And it's an ace for Daniil Medvedev after Djokovic guessed wrong. 2 games to love. So it's a very comfortable hold for Daniil. Good volley there from Novak at the net. Very, very good volley. World class. Djokovic goes down the tee with that serve. It's going to set himself up nicely for a 1-2. 30 love. We are on 11 likes. Can we get to 12? Backhand return. Forehand from Novak. Backhand. Forehand. And the forehand from Medvedev goes wide. Backhand return goes into the net for Medvedev. So it's a game to love for both of these players consecutively. 2 games to 1. I will leave you with this promotional video for the next 60 seconds and we'll be right back. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. As the score on the screen indicates, it is 2 games to 1 for Daniil Medvedev with a break of serve in this second set. Medvedev serving. Now they're in the rally. Backhand from Medvedev, backhand from Novak. Goes deep on the backhand. Now Novak has gone long. So it's 15 love Daniil Medvedev. Second serve. Goes down the tee on the second serve. Now he's in charge of the point. Forehand winner. 30 love Daniil Medvedev. If he can serve his second serve as well as that. Medvedev here. Goes long on his second serve. It was an aggressive second serve, was plenty of pace, too much length, 30-15. Backhand return for Novak. Forehand Novak. Forehand to forehand right now. Mixing up a little bit. Now he's on the slices. Oh, Medvedev there putting in a slice of his own. Oh, and Djokovic pulls the trigger and it goes wide. Just too many unforced errors so far from the world number one. Last year, he went out at the quarterfinal stage of this exact tournament to Vesely. Goes wide with that forehand there. Still no news, as far as I know, regarding Djokovic and his possible entry to North America for the Sunshine Double. But as one newspaper suggested, I think it was the New York Times, with Indian Wells just days away, Novak Djokovic hopes for a miracle. Surprised he hasn't had an answer. You know, you apply for the exemption. I'm just surprised he hasn't had an answer. You know, it's a pretty clear-cut situation. Either you think he should go in or he shouldn't. Right. Djokovic here, waiting for a second serve at 40-30, by the way. Backhand return from Novak. Backhand from Medvedev clips the net, but they're in the middle of a rally now. And, of course, Djokovic is slicing, trying to set himself up there for the forehand. That time it didn't work. Forehand again. They're in the middle of the rally. Good defense from Medvedev, but it's not enough, and it's a deuce. So you see there is a perfect example of a point where Djokovic is using the slice and using it to set himself up to pull the trigger. And on that occasion, he pulled the trigger successfully. The problem is when he has pulled the trigger today, he's been a bit wayward. Deuce. Medvedev needs to get some first serves in. That's what he needs. He's clipped the net on that one, so it's still going to be a first serve opportunity for him. We are at deuce here. On the Medvedev serve. And it's an ace. Clenches the fist. Advantage Daniil Medvedev. Yeah, well, if that's the case, Matthew, then maybe he should have applied 6 months ago rather than a couple of weeks ago or whenever it was. He's gone long there, Djokovic, and the application of his forehand today, much like his application to enter the US, unsuccessful, it would appear. Forehand goes long, 3-1. Daniil Medvedev leads with that break of serve. And yeah, that's where we're at, basically, ladies and gentlemen. 3-1. Djokovic serving now. Rublev threw in straight sets earlier. Forehand return there for Medvedev. Backhand. Forehand winner there for Novak Djokovic. 15-love. Just over an hour on the clock. Halfway through this second set. Oh, I say halfway. It all depends. If it goes to a tiebreaker, we're not even a third of the way through. That's the game. Okay, where are you going with this, Djokovic? You are going to the backhand of Medvedev, and the Medvedev backhand is not good enough. Goes into the net. 30-love. Djokovic to serve. Where are you going with this one? You're going down the tee, backhand return. Now it's a forehand for no. Oh, wow, it's a forehand passing shot from Medvedev. Not Djokovic, they're going for the serve and volley, but his volleying hasn't been good enough today a lot of the time. And that occasion giving Medvedev the chance to pass him. Medvedev return. Forehand from Djokovic goes wide, so it's 30 all. These are very, very significant moments. Djokovic holds here, and the comeback is still very much a possibility. Djokovic loses his serve here, and it's almost good night Vienna. 1-3 Djokovic goes down the tee. It's going to be a second serve. Not what Novak needs right now. Forehand return from Medvedev. Forehand to the forehand exchange. Djokovic switches it up. And the backhand from Daniil Medvedev goes long. And therefore, it is 40-30. Very important forehand there, forcing the error from Novak. Make sure you hit that like button, by the way, for those of you just joining us. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. It's completely free. And we here at Talking Tennis TV will keep you up to date with all things tennis. Backhand there goes long from Novak, was it? No, that's still in the middle of a rally here. Boy, oh boy. Switching up forehand from Novak, forehand Medvedev. Forehand switching it up from Novak, pulling the trigger unsuccessfully. Deuce. How many times have we said that today? Pulling the trigger unsuccessfully for Novak, particularly on the forehand side. So deuce, these are huge moments, huge moments. 2 points to the way of Medi. It's a double break, and it's a long, long, long way back for Novak Djokovic. A hold of serve from Daniil Medvedev. From Djokovic, who's, by the way, 28 unforced errors today from Djokovic and just 8 from Medvedev. That tells the story. Djokovic now, forehand return from Medvedev goes into the net, and it is advantage Novak Djokovic for a game point. Yes, that's the story of the match, really. 28 unforced errors from Novak. It's a few too many. Medvedev, though, 8 in the entire match. That's pretty impressive. 1 hour, 5 minutes on the clock. Game point for Novak Djokovic to make it 2-3 and apply a little bit of a pressure to his opponent. First serve is into the net. That is not applying any pressure whatsoever. Where are you going with this one, Novak? Oh, has he gone long? He has. It's a double fault from Novak Djokovic, meaning deuce. We've seen it a lot this week from Novak, especially in the first round. I saw him taking huge risks on his second serve. A few too many double faults for his liking, but, you know, risk it for a biscuit, and sometimes you double fault. So, we're back to deuce. Medvedev yet to have a break point in this particular game, but of course he has had a break of serve. That's why he leads 3-1 in his second set. Medvedev on the backhand return there. This time the backhand for Medvedev goes long, and it's another game point for Novak Djokovic. Advantage, Novak Djokovic, serving here to make it 2-3. He's had 3 or 4 game points in this game alone. And we are back. 3-2 in this second set. Djokovic seems to be upset about something. Let's see if we can find out what that is. He's having a chat with the umpire about something or other. He's talking about foot faults. There seems to be a disagreement about. Anyway, Djokovic seemingly complaining about foot faults one way or another. Medvedev and him, obviously fairly close relationship they have, but they're both at the net. And Djokovic is not happy. There's a few boos for him, but something to do with the first serve. Can't clear it up too much, but basically I think Djokovic is suggesting that Medvedev is foot faulting. Medvedev is clearly saying he's not. Anyway, on with the match. Still, it doesn't affect the scoreline as it is right now. Medvedev has got a break. He leads 3-2. It's love all. First serve, Daniil Medvedev. And Medvedev with a backhand there. Forehand from Novak Djokovic. Forehand Daniil Medvedev. Forehand there. Backhand Djokovic. Has that landed in? No, it hasn't. It's gone wide. He's going to challenge again. Seems to be quite frustrated today, particularly with some of these line calls. Anyway, it seems to be 15 love. It'll be a surprise if this didn't end up going out. It's been called out. It was super, super close, but it's out, ladies and gentlemen, meaning 15 love for Daniil Medvedev. As millimeter by millimeter, he edges towards the end of this match. Second serve, though, here for Novak. Just one break of serve, of course. And yes, D, you certainly can use that biscuit for a biscuit expression. 15 all. For those of you just joining us, make sure you hit that like button. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. And you can also become a member by clicking the join button just below the video, where you can help support the channel and also enjoy some exclusive perks. 15 all. They're in the rally now. Now there's a slice there from Novak. Forehand, though, this time from Medvedev. Now Djokovic in charge at this point. Good defense, though, there from Medi. Backhand from Novak. Go for the drop shot, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. But does Medi Bear do it enough? Don't know. Oh, what a rally. What a rally. What a rally, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I just didn't know which way that was going. Medvedev on the defensive went for the drop shot. Almost seemed to work out, but in the end, Djokovic got a racket on it, managed to actually not just get a racket on it, lob his opponent. At that point, you're thinking Medvedev's in big trouble here, but actually he does a pretty good job of a backhand there. But then there's some defensive sort of volleys from Novak, and Medvedev wins the point, 30-15. Wow. Okay, so 30-15. An hour and 12 minutes on the clock, just following over to round 13. Medvedev goes down the tee, but he goes long on that first serve. So a second serve here for Djokovic. I think he's going to go big on this return. Pretty big, and it's enough to force the error. 30 all. Djokovic shakes his racket. $30 all. Medvedev first serve down the tee, but it's a half-decent return from Djokovic, to be fair. Now they're exchanging backhands. Forehand from Djokovic goes big and into the net. It was the right moment. It was the right shot. But it wasn't the right execution. 40-30, ladies and gentlemen. Game point for Daniil Medvedev for a 4-3 lead. Goes down the tee. Forehand from Medvedev. Forehand Djokovic. Goes down the line. And he's got a chance here to put this away. Is he going to take it? Not quite. But it's enough to win the point in the end. Deuce. Juice, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Djokovic there with the smash. We remember that smash during the first set. Cost him dearly then. Not on this occasion. He wins the point. Okay, so Medvedev wide with the first serve. Second serve here for Novak Djokovic to look at. It's a very good second serve into the body, and it's enough to bring up a game point again for Daniil Medvedev. Really good serve, that second serve, at a very important moment. Probably a good idea to go into the body as well. I think it caught Novak by surprise. Medvedev serves. First serve is down the tee. Good return from Novak, though. Oh, and he's going to challenge again. He's gone wide with a forehand. It will be close again. But let's see. It seems like it's going to be a 4-2 lead for Daniil Medvedev. Pretty sure this one will have been wide. Let's see where the challenge works out. And it is wide. It's 4-2 to Daniil Medvedev. He is 2 games away from a straight sets victory. Four games to 2. Novak hasn't lost in straight sets since his defeat at the Laver Cup to Felix Auger-Aliassime, which would have been end of September, maybe? So it's a good 6 months anyway since he lost in straight sets. And if you don't include that match, bearing in mind it is a kind of an exhibition, it will have been straight sets defeat. Boy, oh boy. Don't remember the last time he had a straight sets defeat before that, because I know last year he lost to Vesely, but I think that was in 3 sets a year ago. Vesely Djokovic. No, it was in straight sets. So that may well have been the last time, a year ago. Backhand Djokovic. And the backhand from Medvedev goes long. Let me know in the live chat if you think it's less than a year, but that's the last one because he lost to Rafa in 4. What about his defeat to Davidovich Fokina was in 3 sets. Was the Rublev defeat, was that 3 sets in Serbia last year? Rublev, Serbia, Djokovic, 2022. Yeah, that was 3 sets. Rublev winning the 3rd set, 6-love. So I think, I could be wrong, but Djokovic hasn't lost in straight sets for over a year, because it was the 24th of February last year when he lost in straight sets to Vesely. I could be wrong on that one. And by the way, some of you may count the Laver Cup, but personally, I don't. I think the ATP do in the head-to-head, so fine. Let them do what they want. Forehand return, forehand Djokovic. And a backhand down the line from Djokovic means 40-love. He's looking pretty comfortable on his serve, to be fair. So he's asking questions of Medvedev on Medvedev's serve, but at the moment, the last couple of games at least, Djokovic seemingly pretty comfortable on his own serve. Djokovic serving here 40-love. Let me know in the live chat if I'm wrong, people, but I think it's over a year in a competitive environment. And he's just held his serve here, so it's a game to love. So it's 4-3. Let's have a look at Djokovic's record in 2022. (42-7). So there's 7 defeats in all. Rafa, of course, at the French Open. Vesely, as I said to you in Dubai a year ago. Davidic for Kina, but that was, I think, 3 sets. Pretty sure about that. Let me just have a look. Yes, it was in 3 sets to Davidic for Kina. So we've got Vesely there. We've got Davidic for Kina. We've got Rublev in 3 sets. We've got Alcaraz in Madrid in 3 sets. Rafa in 4 sets. Yeah. 7 defeats, was it? Vesely, Davidic for Kina, Rublev, Carlos, Rafa, Felix, and Holger Rune. And Holger Rune was 3 sets. So yeah, hasn't lost. That's it. I'm pretty sure. If you don't count the Felix match, he hasn't lost in over a year in straight sets. But it's not happened yet, by the way. Not happened by a long way yet. Medvedev has got to hold serve at least once, but probably twice. What a point that was, by the way. So Medvedev is about to serve at 4-3. Of course, with each game, he's getting a bit closer, but with each game as well, the pressure cranks up a little bit more. Needs some first serves here because actually, even though he's up a set and a break, and even though I don't think he's been broken once in this match, of course, he was up a double break in the first set, but he relinquished one of those breaks because he wasn't getting his first serves in. So let's see. Gets his first serve in here. Now they're into a rally because Djokovic gets his racket on it, admirably so. Forehand from Medvedev to the backhand of Novak. Backhand from Medvedev, forehand Novak, forehand Medvedev, forehand Novak. This could be a really important first point. Such a crucial moment in the game. Novak slices wide. It's another unforced error. Over 30 errors now from Novak Djokovic today. 15 love. Don't forget the head-to-head between these two, of course, is 9-4 in favor of Novak. Good defending there from Novak. Ooh, Medi boy, what have you done with that? What have you done with that one, Medvedev? You've given Novak a chance. Now it's Medvedev who's challenging, but he knows it's going to be 15 all. Yeah, so of course 9-4 it is. The last 4 matches have all gone the way of the world number 1. Forehand return from Novak is decent. Forehand from Medvedev, slicing now from Djokovic. Good change of play there from Medvedev. He's on the backhand there. Forehand Djokovic goes long, and it's another unforced error from Novak Djokovic. It's another unforced error. Let's have a look at some of the match stats here. So it's 30-15 to Daniil Medvedev. Just having a quick look at some of the match stats here. I want to have a look at the unforced errors. 30 all, by the way. Got some match stats here. Dear me, where can I get the unforced errors up? By the way, it's game point for Novak Djokovic. It's telling me that 11 unforced errors from Novak Djokovic. It's over 30. We've seen it already. It's deuced, by the way. So Djokovic here, a little smell, a little sense of a potential break at deuce. Can't find it anywhere. Deuce. A lot. That's all we need to know. Too many from Novak's point of view. Deuce anyway. The only important stat is the fact it's 6-4 in the first set to Medvedev, second set 4-3 with a break, but it's a second serve here at deuce. Djokovic, good return there. Good forehand there for Medvedev. Slice from Djokovic. Backhand for Medvedev. Forehand Djokovic. Backhand Medvedev. Backhand Djokovic. Backhand. Backhand slice now from Djokovic. Good depth on that slice. Medvedev. Good backhand there for Medi. Forehand from Djokovic. I think he's almost waiting for the error. And it comes. And it comes from Djokovic, the error. So it's advantage Daniil Medvedev. It is a game point. Goes down the tee with that one, and it's an ace for 5 games to 3. 5 games to 3 now. 1 game away. Okay, make sure you hit that like button, people, by the way. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Goes down the tee, backhand return there for Medvedev. It comes into the net this time. Oh, it's a winner for Medvedev. Seemed to go right through Djokovic. So it's love 15. It's love 15 on the Novak Djokovic serve. But now it's 15 all. Djokovic serving, 15 all, 3-5. Now he comes into the net, and it's 30-15 to Novak Djokovic. Djokovic goes down the tee, comes into the net this time. Oh, he's gone long with the forehand there. It's 30 all, an easy forehand. It's an easy forehand, but 30 all it is. 30 all, Djokovic now serving, goes out wide, and Medvedev goes long, 40-30. Where are you going with this serve? You're going to hit the net and it's going to go wide. Djokovic now, backhand, forehand, Medvedev. Forehand, Djokovic goes long, and it's deuce. So, Daniil Medvedev is 2 points away from winning this match. It's currently deuce. Djokovic serving. Return, and Djokovic is going to win that point, clips the net, and goes over. So it is advantage Novak Djokovic. Djokovic's time goes down, gets the return there, comes into the net, forehand Medvedev, forehand Djokovic, forehand from Medvedev goes long, and Medvedev is going to have to serve this one out, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to have to serve it out because he's gone long there on the forehand, so it is 5-4. Medvedev to serve. Who you got? So Medvedev is serving for the match right now. What do we think, ladies and gentlemen? Is he going to do it? Medvedev serving for the match. (5-4). As I said earlier, Djokovic has not lost in straight sets in over a year. Is this the moment? We'll see. We'll see. Make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Medvedev here serving for the match. Just before 9:10 in the evening, local time in Dubai. Medvedev goes to the forehand. Good return there from Novak. And it's enough to force the error. Love 15, ladies and gentlemen. Second serve as well. Second serve here. Medvedev backhand. Now he's coming to the net. He's got to put this one away. He doesn't. He's got a smash, which he does put away. Boy, oh boy, what a smash. Had to put that one away. And he did. So, 15 all. If he'd have gone love 30 down there, the nerves would have been big. Forehand return from Novak is good. Backhand slice from Novak. Forehand from Medvedev. Backhand from Novak. Backhand from Medvedev. Backhand slice from Novak. Backhand slice again. Oh, but this time the slice goes into the net. And it is 30-15 after an unforced error from Novak Djokovic. How many times have we said that today? Here we go. 30-15, Daniil Medvedev. Goes wide with that one. 30-15, second serve. Djokovic, what a return from Novak Djokovic. 30 all, punishing that serve. Punishing it. It wasn't a terrible serve. It was kind of towards the body, but Djokovic managed to contort himself as only he can. Forehand, return, winner. 30 all. Medvedev goes long with the first serve. Pressure. Good return there from Novak. Backhand from Novak. Forehand Medvedev. Forehand Novak. Are we going to have break point or match point? Break point or match point? Where are we going with this one? Forehand from Novak. Forehand Medvedev. Forehand Novak. Novak is not giving up yet, of course. Why would he? Drop shot from from Djokovic. But the double drop shot coming back, I think it clipped the net from Medvedev, and it's 40-30, and we have match point, ladies and gentlemen. Match point, Daniil Medvedev. Boy, oh boy. Medvedev coming into the net here, gets his racket on it. I just touched the net, perhaps. Anyway, holds his hands up. 6-5, 5-4, 40-30, 1 hour 34 minutes on the clock. And most importantly, match point, Daniil Medvedev. Medvedev, where are you going with this serve? Goes down the tee. It's not in, ladies and gentlemen. Clip the net. So it's still a first serve. 40-30, went down the tee. Has he given his clue away what he's going to do with this serve? Where you going, Daniil Medvedev? You're going down the tee again. Net cord for Djokovic. Forehand winner. Daniil Medvedev wins in straight sets, ladies and gentlemen. 6-4, 6-4. It's the first time that Novak Djokovic has lost since November. Hey, Ghosty, what did you miss? So, Ghosty, first of all, it's the first defeat for Novak Djokovic of any kind since November. It's the first time in straight sets in over 6 months since the defeat to... Sorry, it's the first defeat in straight sets of any kind, if you like, since September, end of September, beginning of October at the Laver Cup. And if you don't count the Laver Cup, and I personally don't, it's over 1 year. It's 12 months and about 7 days. What's that? It's over 370 days. Let's go with that. Since Novak Djokovic lost a competitive match in straight sets. That was to Vesely just over a year ago at exactly the same tournament, albeit in 1 round earlier. Either way, Daniil Medvedev is in the final, where he'll be playing his good friend Andrei Rublev. Djokovic applauds, heads off. Congrats to Daniil Medvedev. Ghosty there, what did you miss? You missed a good match, though. It was straight sets, but it was still very competitive. And even that last game, you were wondering if Djokovic was going to get back on serve. But ultimately, listen, Medi's back, baby. You may well be right. That is the signature victory, really, that we've really looked for. But the signature performance, arguably, was also against the same opponent in Astana last year. Of course, now they have a head-to-head of 9-5, breaking a run of 4 consecutive matches that went the way of the Serbian. But there we go. Take some time off, Joker. Well, he may well have some enforced time off. Monday will be the draw for Indian Wells. And Djokovic said that he would definitely pull out before the draw. So I guess the next 48 hours will be crucial as to whether he's successful with his exemption permission. But listen, today is all about Daniil Medvedev. He is in another final. It's his 3rd consecutive tournament where he's made the final. Rotterdam 500, where he beat Sinner in 3 sets. Of course, he got to a 250 recently, where he won there in Doha, I think it was. And now he's again in a final where he'll play his good friend Rublev. Of course, they played each other last year. Rublev getting his first win against Daniil Medvedev at the ATP Tour Finals. What a difference a few months makes. Those ATP Tour Finals, where I think he lost 3 matches in a row in 3 deciding set tie breaks. Well, he's now going to give an interview on court. What has he got to say? Let's have a quick listen. He's adjusting his hair. Snazzy looking jacket. Quality match, the interviewer is saying. Let's see what he's got to say in response. Is he going to get a chance to respond? You'd assume so. When you play against Novak, you've got to play your best and kind of hope he doesn't play his best. If he plays his best with 22 Grand Slams, you know, he wins. But that's how it is sometimes with tennis. And yeah, I mean, this is my words now, but coming back to Novak, too many unforced errors. Over 30 unforced errors today. Second set. So many 30-alls, so many juices in that second set. It was never easy. But looking forward to being in the final tomorrow. Yeah. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Daniil Medvedev is into the final, where he will play against Andrei Rublev, because Andrei Rublev also won today, beating Zverev in straight sets. So that is that. Let's have a quick look at the live chat. Nice to see you here, Janie. By the way, Jane, you can also be a member just like Jane. If you click the join button, you can become a member like Jane, like Ghosty, and like so many others. And you can help support the channel and get exclusive perks such as footage, etc., etc. And you can also send in little pictures like Janie has just done. I think I saw Ghosty send in something earlier. I don't know what these pictures mean, ladies and gentlemen, but you can enjoy that as well as a few other little perks as well. So click that join button and you just be helping support the channel anyway. Failing that, just make sure you hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed before. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. That's nice. Ghosty there saying become a member. We're very, very cool. Somebody else who's very cool is Daniil Medvedev. He's still on the court giving his he's looking forward to a great final tomorrow. He gives a round of applause, and off he goes into the Dubai night sky. Octopus is for Mehdi. Oh, of course it is. Yeah, of course. And Ghosty, are you a Tsitsipas fan, by the way? Yeah, I'm sure Tsitsipas is delighted with that as Medvedev signs the balls and hits them into the crowd. Guys, you know what to do. The game is coming up to an end. I hope to see you all again for the final tomorrow. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll be in touch with you very soon. And here is a promotional video that some of you may have seen 1,000 times before. Some of you may not have done. And therefore, make sure you check out our interview with the tennis analyst that transformed the game of Aryna Sabalenka to help her win the Australian Open. You can check out that interview. But first, here's the trailer. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.